Hello and welcome to 2023. My name is Mark, this is my wallet, and I'm going to show you what is inside of it. However, you probably noticed that it is empty right now. That's because I took all of my cards out and we're going to fill my wallet together, and I'll go over each individual one that I have, explain a bit about the card itself, why I've chosen to use it for quarter one of 2023, and perhaps along the way you'll be able to see some value in some of these cards and maybe you'll want to get one for yourself. So how about we kick things off with card number one, the Chase Freedom Flex. The welcome offer as of January 2023 is a monster. It's actually got three separate parts, the first of which is to earn $200 of cash back after spending $500 on purchases in the first 3 months, and those are issued to you in the form of 20,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Part 2 is to earn 5% cash back at grocery stores, excluding Target and Walmart, in the first year of opening your card account, up to $12,000 total of spend. And Part 3 is a 0% APR on balance transfers and new purchases for the first 15 months, then a variable APR to follow. And to make sure that's clear for you all, if you max out that grocery part of the bonus, that's up to $600 of cash back, plus the first part of $200, that's overall $800 of cash back, all on a credit card with no annual fee. That's gotta be one of the best offers I've ever seen, so if you jump on it before it expires, and right now there's no known expiration date, that's incredible value, so highly recommended if the card overall made sense for you. So let's get back to talking about it. And to help you see whether this card would make sense for your type of spend, here are the current rewards categories. The card earns 5% back on travel when you book it through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, and then 5% back on quarterly categories that do change every 3 months. So right now for quarter one, they are as follows: 5% back at grocery stores excluding Walmart, 5% back at Target, and 5% back at fitness clubs and gym memberships. Note the asterisk here in the smaller text that it's up to $1,500 in combined spend across all three of these categories. If you spend more than that, then you just earn 1% for the rest of the quarter. The card also has a couple of 3% categories, the first of which is dining at restaurants, including takeout and eligible delivery services, and 3% back at drugstores. Then you'll earn 1% back on all other purchases, and again, the card has a $0 annual fee. As for why it's in my wallet, well, it's to earn 5% back on groceries, 5% back at Target, and 3% back on dining. And that is awesome news, because I thought I was going to have to pair the Freedom Flex for groceries with the Sapphire Preferred for dining and use them together to basically kind of splitting my overall food purchases across two cards. I usually don't like to do that. I like one card for all my food, whether it's at a restaurant or at a grocery store. But I won't need this Sapphire Preferred right now, so I'll give it the boot, because this one earns 3% back on dining, just like the Sapphire Preferred. There's no difference there. And then 5% back on groceries is fantastic. So for everybody out there on Team Chase, you have a new member, at least temporarily. Also, for those of you wondering about how it works with the 5% back on groceries for the welcome offer, plus the 5% back on groceries for the quarterly category, here's what Chase has to say about that. Please note, if grocery stores is a quarterly bonus category during your first 12 months, you can earn both this 5% new card member bonus and the 5% quarterly bonus offers simultaneously until you reach the spend cap for each. However, because both bonuses are earned as 4% additional cashback rewards on top of the 1% cashback rewards earned on each purchase, the most you will earn is 9% cashback rewards. Card number 2 is the Amex Blue Business Plus. Right now, the welcome offer on this card is to earn 15,000 Amex membership rewards points after spending $3,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. There's also a 0% APR opportunity on purchases for the first 12 months from opening your account, then a variable APR to follow after that. As for the reward structure, it's very simple and straightforward. You'll earn double points on all everyday eligible business purchases up to $50,000 of spend per year. Then beyond that, it's just 1 point per dollar until it refreshes the next year. The card has a $0 annual fee, and the reason why I put it in my wallet is for a couple different reasons. The first is to earn double points on all my non-category spend, and the second is for recurring monthly expenses. By non-category spend, I'm referring to all the things that fall outside of a set category on another card. For example, dining, supermarkets, department stores, etc. And for those recurring monthly expenses, I'm extremely excited about this one because I'm trying to simplify and streamline my life as much as possible right now by cutting out stress, cutting out work that is unnecessary. So wherever there are monthly or annual subscriptions like my domain name, my office suite, and other stuff like that bill on a monthly or quarterly or annual basis, I have them across different cards to maximize those purchases and earn more rewards. But at this point, I'm not really concerned about maximizing right now. I know, capital sin of the credit card game. However, juggling, 3, 4, 5 cards, all with different billing cycles and different charges hitting each card at different times was just like crazy to me, trying to manage all my payments and bills and all that. So right now, if it's a monthly type of thing that goes on auto charge, I want them all on one single card, even if I could earn 3 or 4% somewhere else. Sometimes peace of mind is better than a few extra points. Also, really quickly here, for all of you out there managing your cards for Q1 of 2023, if you want a great way to manage them and remove the stress of crazy spreadsheets and trying to remember which card to use for which purchase, check out today's sponsor called MaxRewards to help you out in a really big way. MaxRewards is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. On the Activity tab, you can view the transactions across all your cards to easily see where you've been spending your money, including the value of the rewards you've earned across different categories. Then the Best Card tab helps you identify which card to use for different purchases. That way you can earn points or cash back even faster. And perhaps my favorite feature is the Benefits and Offers dashboard, which you can unlock with the gold level of MaxRewards. You might be familiar with Chase offers, Amex offers, Bank of Marriott deals, and others. Each time you sync the app, all of your offers will be activated automatically, including the hidden ones from Amex that you didn't even know about. And believe it or not, thanks to MaxRewards, my Schwab Platinum card actually had 264 offers that were already automatically activated and ready to go. So if you'd like to try MaxRewards, use the link down below in the description to get the gold level entirely free for your first month. And now back to my wallet reveal. Card number 3 is the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant American Express card. The current welcome offer is to earn 150,000 Marriott Bonvoy points after spending $5,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. You'll also earn 6 points per dollar at Marriott hotels, triple on dining at restaurants worldwide and on flights when you book them directly with the airline websites, and then double on all other purchases. However, double Marriott points tends to be worth less than double Amex points. Therefore, I'm still using my Blue Business Plus for all that non-category spend and not this one. The card also carries a $650 annual fee, and the reason why it's in my wallet is for the $25 per month dining credit. Basically, I'll use this card for my initial dining purchases toward the beginning of the month to use up that credit, and then I'll go to my standard dining card for that moment in time, which again was the Freedom Flex. This card also comes with a bunch of additional perks to help you make sense of the large annual fee, including automatic Platinum Elite status in the Marriott Bonvoy program, a Choice Award that you can earn each calendar year through spend, a free night certificate worth up to 85,000 points that can also be topped off with an additional 15,000 points from your account, a $100 Marriott Bonvoy credit that can be used multiple times per year, a fee credit for global entry or a TSA pre-check, and a bunch of other benefits right here, so feel free to pause this screen if you want to look over these in a little bit more detail. Moving on to card number 4, which I actually don't keep in my wallet/card holder. I'll explain why in just a moment, but it is the Wyndham Rewards Earner Business Credit Card. For the welcome offer, you can earn 45,000 Wyndham Rewards points after spending $2,000 on purchases in the first 90 days. And the first couple of rewards categories are where this card really shines. First of all, you'll earn 8 points per dollar at Wyndham hotels and at gas stations, then 5 points per dollar on eligible marketing, advertising, and utilities purchases, and then 1x on everything else. For the annual fee, it costs $95 per year, and the reason why I chose it in my wallet right now is to earn 8 points per dollar at gas stations. And that is incredible. I recently redeemed some Wyndham points last month and got around 1 cent per point. Nothing super special about that, but hey, 8x at 1 cent per point is an 8% return on gas. That is a major win. win. And as for why I don't keep it in my wallet, well, I don't fill up my car with gas that often. I don't drive super far. I don't have a long commute or anything like that. So I just actually leave this card in my car permanently during this quarter. That way, whenever I do go to a gas station, I can just pull it out, use it, and put it back. Sticking with that theme of keeping things simple. Card number 5 is the American Express Platinum Card for Schwab. If you decide to get the card yourself right now, the welcome offer is to earn 100,000 Amex points after spending $6,000 on purchases in the first 6 months. You can then continue earning 5 points per dollar on flights when you book them directly with airlines and also via the Amex travel portal on up to $500,000 of spend per calendar year. And if you're the type of person who can max that out, congratulations, I think. You'll also earn 5 points per dollar on prepaid hotels via the Amex travel portal and then 1x on all other purchases. The card does have a $6.95 annual fee, and the reason why it's in my wallet right now is for a couple reasons. The first is for lounge access at Oakland International Airport, and number 2 is the $300 Equinox credit. I've got a number of flights to Northern California around this time of the year, and I do fly through Oakland International Airport, and the escape lounge there is really fantastic. I've used it a number of times over the years, and I still enjoy using it to this day. And as for that Equinox credit, well, it used to be $25 a month for only the digital membership or select in-club memberships, and my level of membership that I signed up for about 7 or 8 months ago was not eligible, so I was never able to use this benefit, which drove me freaking crazy. But now they've expanded the use of this credit in 2023 and beyond to cover all Equinox membership types, including single club memberships, which I currently have. And it's also an annual credit, so you can use it up front or in the middle or the end of the year, however you like. It does not have to be $25 a month anymore. So I'm planning to use it probably earlier on in this year, give it a go, earn my $300 of credits back from my membership, and hopefully it'll work out very smoothly. Also, like the Wyndham card, I'm not really carrying this card in my wallet physically right now because I only bring it with me when I'm going on a trip, because for everyday purchases, it's really not that great of a card. So it's mostly for the perks for me. Again, the lounge access, or even with Equinox, once I enroll in that process and get it going, it should all be done online. So again, there's no reason for me to actually have it on me. And as for my 6th and final card, I'm using the Amazon Prime Rewards Visa Signature card in the Whole Foods Art Edition. Right now, if you were to apply for the card, you can earn a $150 Amazon gift card, and it's given instantly upon approval. It also is automatically added to your Amazon account, so you can use it right away for some online shopping. As you continue to use the card, you can earn 10% cash back on limited time offers through Amazon's site. These are on a rotating selection of Amazon products and categories throughout the year. Below that, we have 5% back at both Amazon and Whole Foods, 2% back at restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores, and then 1% back on all other purchases. The card itself has a $0 annual fee, but you will have to pay for an Amazon Prime membership to be eligible to get this card and earn at these rates. And as for why it's in my wallet, well, it's just to earn 5% back at Amazon. So yet another card that I do not carry with me physically, rather it's just added to my Amazon account online. That way when I go to checkout to buy something, the 5% back is ready to be earned. And finally, on the back side of my wallet, which I've also emptied out here, the top slot would be where I carry my ID card. I'm obviously not showing you that on a public YouTube video here. The second slot down here goes to my Bank of America debit card. However, I am actually switching banks right now. I chose B of A for a while here because it was extremely convenient. Where I used to live in a different state, and also now where I'm currently moved to, there are B of A ATMs everywhere. So it's extremely convenient if I want a branch network, withdrawal, deposit, cash, whatever I want to do. But despite that, I'm still switching over to a new bank, and perhaps in my Q2 wallet update, I'll be able to reveal to you what that bank is. Then for slot number 3, I just leave that one empty right here because I don't want to keep this very thick, because again, I'm also not carrying these 3 cards physically with me right now. They're either in my car or perhaps in my backpack or briefcase when I'm traveling and only when I need them. And then also in the top slot here, I like to keep a little bit of cash because I always find that there's some place where I need to have some cash, or it's very convenient to do so for tipping or something like that. So I've got 50 bucks right there to use in case I need it. I like to have 50s or 100s, that way I can carry a decent amount of cash, but still keep it extremely thin. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit or at least entertain other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, to sign up for MaxRewards, which is a great app to manage multiple credit cards, rewards, benefits, and more all in one place, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. Hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and while you're waiting on that next upload, always remember that you are great.